Nanach Nachma Nachma. Ukute Moran, gathering of our master Nanach Nachma Nachma Miyuman, Kuf Nun Tes, 159. Da, no, Shiyeshem Soi V'Ashchina. There is an in-between, and that is the divine presence. Shu Soi B'nei Adam U'Bein Hashem Yisbarach. That is the between man and the holy blessed name, Kaviyachol, so to speak. V'Yadua, it is known, Sheyesh Chiluk Ben Limud HaToros, Shelo Kol Adam V'Adam Lomei B'Bchina Achas. There is a difference between the different studies of the Torah, because not everyone learns in the same aspect. Umisha Zocha Lilmod Lashchina. Someone who merits to learn the Torah to the Shechina, to the holy divine presence, Shlimudo Ola Lashchina, that his study of the Torah rises to the divine presence. Then the divine presence receives this study of the Torah and brings it up to the holy blessed name. And from this a great abundance of supply comes, and that is an abundance and supply of spiritual and physical. Because in the Torah there is fire and water. And when the divine presence, which is like the in-between, Torah receives the Torah, then the power of fire is raised. And is drawn from it abundance and supply from above. To all the worlds, to all the angels and different the fire angels, etc. This is the abundance and supply of spiritual. The koach hamayim and the power of water, from that comes the abundance and supply of the physical. And that goes down to the world. Because fire has the nature of fire is to go up, and the nature of water is to go down. These are the aspects of right and left that are in the Torah. We know from Proverbs that it says that there's long life on the right side and wealth and honor on the left side. Those are the right and lefts of the Torah. Because long life means the world that is completely long. That is the world to come. Like our sages of blessed memory taught in the Talmud. This is an aspect of abundance and supply of spiritual. Which is the aspect of right, the right side. Because this abundance is for the world that's completely long. Those are the supernal, the high worlds. And wealth and honor, which is abundance and supply of physical, that is the aspect of the left. Not every person merits this. That his study of the Torah goes all the way up to the divine presence. Because in order to do that, a person has to be very precious. That his study should be just for the sake of the divine presence. That is to raise the divine presence from the dust. Not every person merits to study like this. Even if he studies with the fear of heaven, even if he makes a proclamation that he is studying to raise the divine presence from the dust, even still, who knows whether he would merit such a thing? That his study will be for the divine presence. And when his study does not go up to the divine presence, so then when the Torah that he's studying goes out, and it is impossible for it to go up to the place of its establishment, but its nature is to rise and go up, and then it becomes night, Then all the watchmen go out at night. Those that are described in the holy book of the splendor of the Zohar, they maki molea, and they hit the Torah that's going up, v'nofeles lemata, and it falls down. Umispazeres lemata l'chol olam, and it gets spread out all over to the whole world. V'chol bnei olam shoyavim me'avir, and the whole world is breathing and sucking in from this atmosphere, from this air. V'kulam shoyavim mizois haTorah shnizpazru lemata ba'avir, and they are all sucking in and breathing from this Torah that got spread out in this atmosphere down here. V'haki to b'shena, whether they're up or they're sleeping. Ulefi mahus ha'adam, and according to the makeup of the person, shemagia lo me'atorah zos, that receives from this Torah, ke nasa mimena, so is made from it. He's going to explain. Ki adam kosher v'yirei shemayim, because someone who is kosher and is God-fearing, fear of heaven in him, afilu mikatni ha'erech, even if he is of low stature, o adam gadol v'tzadik, or a big person that's very righteous, when they receive from these Torahs that were spread out and scattered, it is made to him the dew of Torah, which is discussed in the holy books. And from receiving the dew of the Torah, they get new arousal and yearning and desire for the Torah. And this is all based on the level of the person that is receiving it. For some people, it is made from this dew novelties of the Torah. Because when he receives these Torahs that were scattered from many different people, when he receives it, there are many different permutations and combinations that are made from all these Torahs. And he is able to comprehend from this and attain new concepts and novelties of the Torah. And for small people that are not capable of higher conceptions and making novelties of the Torah, they receive from this scattered dew of the Torah new yearnings and arousals and very definite desire for the Torah, which is also an aspect of novelty, because the desire and arousal has been renewed in him. That's if the dew of the Torah was received and reached kosher, proper people. When this dew of the Torah reaches people that are not kosher, then the opposite is accomplished, happens. From this tal Torah, the dew of the Torah, comes lat melachos. The same word tal, dew, is the 39, which are the 39 works that are forbidden on Shabbat, and they represent all the work and hardship in the world. So when this Tal Torah reaches people that are not proper, it is made from the Tal Torah Lamites 39 works, Melachot, Shemegia lo Adraba, that he gets from this Tal Torah, the Duva Torah, Cheshek Nimrat, strong, definite desire, Bisorus, and arousal, Chadash, new, Liagiois, for toil, Uchachos, and working, Vavodas Olam Hazeh, toiling in this world. Shua Hepech Mamish Mital Torah, which is Mamish, completely the opposite of the do of the Torah. Hainulamites Melachos, that is, it's the 39 works, Melachot, Shu Bechinas, which is an aspect of the curse of Adam, V'zeh Sapecha Tochal Lechem, by the sweat of your brow you should eat bread. V'zeh Hu Bechinas Yamin Usmol Sheish B'Torah Knal, and this is the aspect of right and left that of the Torah, like we saw before. Hanuk Shemigil Adam Kasher, that is, when the dew of the Torah reaches a kosher person, Nasim is Tal Torah Kanal, it becomes the dew of the Torah. Hainu Bechinas Yamin, that is an aspect of the right. Ulahepech, and in the contrary, when it reaches someone not proper, Nasim Lamites Malachos, all these scattered Torahs become by him 39 works. V'zeu Bechinas Smol, that is the aspect of the left. Ki b'limud Torah ha'ola la'ashchina, because by the studying of the Torah that goes up to the divine presence, Nase me'ayamin usmol me'eshu mayim shefa ruchnis v'shefa gashmius. It is made when the Torah goes up to the divine presence. It is made from it right and left, and fire and water, and abundance and supply in spiritual and physical. But for this study that does not go all the way up to the divine presence, like we saw, but gets scattered in the atmosphere, like we saw, so then it could be made either right or left. It could be made fire or water. It could be tal, dew, or 39 works. According to the makeup of those that are receiving it, like we saw. Nanach, to be continued. Nanach.